Help yourself by helping others. Is there a hero in this crisis? Yes, there's kindness. Is there strength in the weak? Yes, there's laughter. Is there warmth in a sad song? Yes, there is always the dance. Welcome to Almighty Voices, not to hay. My name is Tom Jackson, and we're here with our friends to bring you joy, create health, and maybe save a life. We're going to help our fellow musicians, our brothers and our sisters who are in crisis, those who bring you joy every time you turn on the radio or you watch a music video. And who are our friends, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, because over here is in thin disguise, this is Seagull, first name Bugsy. Over here is Big Bear, and Big Bear is a little tired, so you got to bear with him. Bear with him. Yep. And this is Little Bear. Sit, Little Bear. Sit. We also have Sara, Slean, the Small Glories, Alex and Tamin Haddad, yours truly, and the always awesome Cynthia Dale. Here's Cynthia.
Hello, my friend, and hello to all of you. Thanks for the compliment, Tom, but you know what's awesome? This, our 4th episode. We get the gift of incredible music, and we get to share that gift with all of you, with the help of the Unison Benevolent Fund. So here to tell us what that fund does and how it works is Amanda Power.
Hi everybody, I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. My name is Amanda Power and I am the Executive Director of the Unison Benevolent Fund. The Unison Benevolent Fund is a nonprofit registered charity that provides counseling and emergency relief services to members of the Canadian music industry during times of hardship, illness, or economic difficulty. The idea for Unison began over 10 years ago when it was recognized there was no organized support system in the Canadian music industry when individuals fell on hard times. Today, Unison has helped over 1,000 Canadians and their families during times of crisis, as well as Canadians living abroad. As a nation and as a community, we were facing uncertainty in these unprecedented times because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Like so many, music makers and music professionals have had their lives turned upside down because of this crisis. As a response, we launched the Unison COVID-19 Relief Program. And now, more than ever, Unison's Emergency Financial Assistance Program is a critical safety net for members of the Canadian music industry who are deeply affected by the virus itself and the protocols and precautions surrounding it. If you are somebody who is able to help, please consider making a donation by visiting almightyvoices.ca or text the word voices to 45678. A little can make a big impact, and with your help, we can invest in the strength, the resiliency, and the health of the Canadian music community. The work of the entire music industry is built on collaboration, and we have never needed one another more than we do now. If you're looking for some good food to feed your heart and soul, I encourage you to join Tom Jackson each week, where you get to spend time with him and with some of your favorite artists. This is one of the many creative ways that the music community is continuing to step up to support each other and to support music lovers like you. It guarantees to lift your spirits. Our thanks and appreciation to everyone who made Almighty Voices possible and for choosing the Unison Benevolent Fund. Together, we can help our music community get through this. Stay safe.
Thanks, Amanda. Now that you know why we're here, let's get to it. There's a chance today for us to do something that really matters, to do something significant for somebody else, and maybe even do something for...
Pick up. Oh, sorry. No, this is not good. You're shiny. No, you're perfect. There, fix it in post, Matt.
You know, sometimes when you're feeling stressed out, and you don't think that you can make it, you don't have the kind of focus, or you don't feel you have the talent or the discipline to carry on. I felt like that from time to time. Here's some good medicine for you. When you feel like you can't make it, change your mind. Change your mind. Look below the surface. Go to the core. Go to the trunk and dig through it. See what you can find. You might be surprised. You might find a masterpiece. Speaking of masterpieces, this is an original not found in the trunk. This is Sara Slean.
Hey everybody, my name is Sara Slean. I'm so thrilled to be on this week's episode of Almighty Voices with the great Tom Jackson. Here we are in my living room. This is my piano that I've had since I was 14 years old. It's all covered up because I just played a show online, my very first, and gosh, what an extraordinary moment of connection it was. So I guess my tip for health during quarantine would be connect with people in whatever way you can in these bizarre circumstances. We need each other so much, and I think that's what this entire experience is teaching us. We're so endlessly, intricately interconnected, and the only thing we can be certain of, really, is the love that we share. So we take the path not taken down into the fields of war, sword alone the shield forsaken, this the right we're fighting for. Hopeful hearts are moving targets. I don't know how I survive. We go out like birthday candles, then like suns we rise, we rise. Oh, struggle is right. What's black is white. The moment you fall, you fly. Give us your dead. They live again in our hopeful hearts. Fiends and devils in the garden take their fill and leave me scarred, but I still have my secret weapon, this my brave and hopeful heart. Oh, struggle is right. What's black is white. The moment you fall, you fly. Give us your dead. They live again they live again. Oh, struggle is right. What's black is white. The moment you fall, you fly. Give us your dead. They live again in our hopeful hearts. It's hard not being able to see our families and our friends. It's really hard.
But a little bit of sunshine every day. Thank God it stopped snowing here in Ontario. But the sun came out and we went for a walk today, and my little seedlings are growing. So I'm growing some basil and some arugula and tomato, and this little small occurrence really gives me a lot of hope and joy. So I hope that you're able to grow things, or at least see some things growing in your yard or on your balcony. And I hope that you have lots of Zoom calls with the special people in your life. And I hope that these little weekly doses of music from Almighty Voices give you a boost. Thanks for listening. Be well. Pretty good walls and bones to the heart I'm in. Windows and doors where the light gets in. If I get bombed out, I can build it back up again. 'Cause I've been loved well. I had a mother and father who held hands, lovers who loved me, and real friends. Had a ride home, a shoulder, a second chance. I was loved well. But hey, despite all of this, I have my brokenness. It's as certain as the moon. But you've got no walls to keep the winter out. You're leading a trail into the frozen ground, going from woman to woman and town to town. You weren't loved well. You had no one to hold you when the hard rain fell. Too early on, got a glimpse of hell, and the heat of your heart turned upon itself. You weren't loved well. But hey, it ain't over yet. There's so much of the movie left. It's as certain as the moon that you can build a new heart and a new house. And the best part is when you come out, so much will be waiting for you. You can build a new heart and a new house. Gonna take some time, but when you come out, so much of everything will be waiting for you. Build that new heart out of new things now. The bricks and the mortar are all around. Hear it whispering in the rain as it's falling down. You've been loved well by the light of the morning, the sighing trees, even by the dark when you are on your knees, by that look in her eyes when she begs you, please let me love you well. Or maybe the story goes, some things only suffering knows. It's as certain as the moon. But you can build a new heart and a new house. And the best part is when you come out, so much will be waiting for you. You can build a new heart and a new house. Gonna take some time, but when you come out, so much of everything will be waiting for you. You can build a new heart and a new house. Gonna take some time, but when you come out, so much of everything
Thank you, Sara. That was beautiful. What a treasure. Such magic. I don't have fairy dust, but I know what the fairy said. A child will lead with what you teach. Last night may have been scary. Today is about teddy bears. Today is about their happy. Happy comes in the small glories. Watch them and see what I mean. Here, from Winnipeg, are the Small Glories.
Well, we're super honored to be part of Tom Jackson's Almighty Voices.
Yeah, what an honor! What a thrill this is. I'm so thrilled. Thank you, Tom and Allison, for inviting the Small Glories to come. This is so fantastic. Thank you.
And for the Unison Benevolent Fund, a fundraiser for them. They are such an integral and important organization in our community here in Canada for supporting artists. And I know that they are supporting us more than ever since COVID-19. Yeah. JD, how have you been doing on the home front with different coping skills with everything that's been going on?
I'm okay. We're good. We're building lots of forts. There's a fort right over there. I have two sons who love forts, and so we built a sweet fort, and we do baking. We bake cinnamon buns, and we have dance parties. We have lots of dance parties, all kinds of dance parties, and in the living room and in the kitchen, and we do all sorts of things like that. Having the kids around is it's a full day, so we have to try to do so many different things throughout the day to stay sane. And it's nice to be home. We're usually out on the road quite a bit, so this has been nice for me to be home with the family and seeing my little ones growing 24 hours a day. It's been wonderful. We're coping. That's what we're doing. We're trying to keep things light and to do fun things, and
You and I were on the road so much, and some of these kind of basic home things, for me at least, I don't do on a regular basis, and I find it very grounding. I find it very being in the present moment. And
good. That's what it should be.
Yeah, it's been really
Pour it all into the food.
Into the food, and so it's great. And, our friend Steve Bell lives across the street, so every once in a while we kind of I stand in the middle of the road and we have these little mini conversations. So I don't know,
we've been doing something similar. Today, actually, we had 3 cheesecakes that we went and we dropped off at different people's homes.
Vegan cheesecake.
No, they weren't vegan. That's why we gave them away. No, I'm just joking. But it was, we just sort of drive up. I run out, knock on the door, put the bag down, run back to the car. And they're like, hey. And we're like, hey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, we just needed to do something.
That's the thing.
Instead, we try to do a lot of this. You and I have been doing this, with our family and families and whatever, friends.
That's why I made cupcakes the other day.
I know. I'm sorry, we didn't eat those.
Should have just taken them and I
put
them in the freezer.
I could have just taken them, but
give them to your neighbor.
I could have, but then I thought, you know what? You could pass it on. I passed it on.
I find that, I'm wanting to do things like that for people. And I think part of it is it's not actually the food. It's just the gesture. It's saying to the people in your life, hey, I'm thinking of you. And like Gina, my dear friend Gina, who showed up the other day with homemade pasta. Oh. Well, I'm probably not going to eat a lot of pasta, but I could care less. I was like, oh my God, she went through all this effort to make me pasta. And I just stood in the driveway and talked with her, and it was just beautiful. It was so hard at the same time because I wanted to give her a big hug and thank her and check in and stuff. Anyways, I hope that, that this doesn't last forever and that...
It won't last forever. This too shall pass.
This too shall pass.
It's been a saying that we've been hearing throughout.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Tom. It'll be different. Tom and Allison, thank you again for inviting the Small Glories to be part of your Almighty Voices. And we hope you enjoy the songs that we're going to sing for you guys. And
Thank you. Sorry.
I don't know what to say.
That was a really nice ending. I was like, I should leave it like that. I don't.
You? This is one that you and I love singing about Alberta, written with our very dear friend James Keelahan. And James used to live here in Winnipeg, and we miss him very much.
Alberta.
1,
2, 3.
I walked out on a morning fair, Rocky Mountain shining, shadows drift on frost-covered hills, colors of gold and tan, a crystal river through the valley ran. No one's ever on me, it's the first time that ever I've been claimed. Alberta is her name. I sat down and I wrote to you, said you should be coming, you're never gonna see a sky so blue, drapes of green in a northern sky, wave like flags as the stars dance by. I never thought I'd say it, she stole my heart and it's easy to explain. Alberta is her name. The word I got from you said you won't be coming, for you back home the skies are plenty blue. Emerald hills and the rocky shore are all you need, you want no more. But you learn to love another, our hearts are true, but if we must lay blame, Alberta is her name. And to you who wander far, who search to rest and comfort, 'cause you can find no solace where you are. Keep your eyes wide and remember me. This ain't the place I thought I'd be, but that's how it goes with romance. A breath of hurt, you'll never be the same. Alberta is her name. Alberta is her name. Hey! Oh, so nice. Yeah, making me think of Alberta.
Oh, Kara's starting to cry. This song is about physical connection, isn't it? This song
Yes,
is
totally.
about the wish of the quest of physical. This is a song called "The Witch of the Westmoreland." Yes.
Yes.
And this guy is by himself, and he needs to grab hold of someone.
I like this interpretation, JD. Keep going.
And that someone is the Witch of the Westmoreland. So he's only the guy's with his family. He's with his dog, his horse, his dog, and his bird. Those are his family.
That's his family.
And they're isolated together. I don't know. I should just stop.
That was good. Good take on it. Okay.
This is the Witch of the Westmoreland. I would talk more, but the song's already like 30 minutes long, so we should get.
Is your thing playing?
No, it's coming from.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. No sound. Okay. That's okay.
I left my other phone over there.
You left your other phone over there.
Okay,
Okay.
ready?
Pain was a wounded knight, bore the rowing shield. Loud it crew and the raven's cries are feasted on the field. Stand back, water cold and clear, will never clean your wounds. They're none but the witch of the Westmoreland that makes the hail and soon. So turn your stallion's head till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by and the bright star falls behind. And clear was a paling moon when a shadow passed him by. Below the hills were the brightest stars when he heard the owlet cry, saying, why do you ride this way, and wherefore came you here? I seek the witch of the Westmoreland that dwells by the winding mere, and it's near by the All's water and the misty break fern away, till through the clouds of the Kirkston pass where the winding water lay. Said, lie down, my brindled hound, and rest me, my good grey hawk, and need my steed may graze thy fill, for I must dismount and walk. And come when you hear my horn, and answer swift the call, for I fear the sun will rise this morn, you will serve me best of all. And it's down to the water's brim, he has borne the rowing shield, and the golden rod he has cast in to see what the lake might give. And it's when rose you from the lake, and fast and fleet when she won, and the form of a maiden fair, jet black man's body. And it's a long, shrilly blue, till she was by his side. High overhead the grey hawk flew, swiftly course, well, my brindle hound, fetch me the jet black mare, stoop and strike my good grey hawk, and bring me the maiden fair. Hey! She said, pray she the silvery sword, lay down the rowing shield, for I see by the briny blood that flows you've been wounded in the field. As she stood in a gown of a velvet blue, bound round with a silver chain, and she's kissed his pale lips once and twice, 3 times frowned again. And she's bound his wounds with a golden rod, oh, fast in her arms he lay,
liked your dance moves
Sorry,
today.
that was horrible. I just improvised it. Normally we stand and there's a dance.
There's normally a dance. I'm wondering if anybody's dancing.
Oh, man, this feels good. That reminds me. Here's how you can help us help others. Go grab your cell phone. I can wait. I'll be right here. We're going to text in the message box. VOICES, voices. Now go to the to box and type in 45678. Push send. Whoosh. Now you'll get a confirmation and push yes. Doesn't that feel good? You know, just let it go. Sometimes just letting it go makes you feel good. And I'd like to talk more about that. But I think I'll ask my friends Alex and Tameen to bring a little wisdom versus a little age.
It is often said that we must live each day as if it were the last. To reflect this, the expression carpe diem is often used, which tends to mean seize the day.
This expression comes from the odes of the Roman poet Horace, and the word diem means day, and carpe could also be translated as equivalent to grab, as we do with a ripe and juicy fruit. For this, we could consider carpe diem as an invitation to grab each day and savor it to the fullest.
Buddhism suggests an alternative, as it invites us to focus on the present moment in a purposeful and non-judgmental way to make it eternal. This is the basis for meditation.
The challenge for most people is that the day is usually very long and full of risks to be distracted, and the present moment might feel very short.
Another major challenge is to notice that we have the privilege to even consider these issues. Thinking about how to live each moment or day in the best way possible should be a major source of gratitude.
Perhaps a more practical clue on how to use our time to live well was inspired by an essay by Nietzsche. In it, he invites us to ask ourselves, if we could repeat our lives infinite times without changing something, would we accept it?
To bring it into our daily lives, what if we divide our time into periods of 1 hour? These could be considered a life unit.
So how could you savor each one of them, each one of these life units, so that you wanted to repeat them an infinite number of times, no matter what?
Sometimes I wonder, but I don't understand, why love is a mystery. That wasn't God's plan. And if war is the answer, then let's find something new. Let's look below the surface. Search for a truth. Because it's a wonderful journey that love will provide. And there's a pain. That's a given. And dark is the night. But love, it'll rumble. And it'll make you weak in the knees. And you'll fall. And you'll tumble. But love's glory you will see. If you never take no. Or what's done is done. You know how some people say that? What's done is done. Don't believe them. Stand up and be counted, because there is a power in one. And you can't buy the kingdom where freedom is found. So never lay down. Because love is a palace. And you wear the crown. One day at a time. Hold on, because life is not a free ride. But you will survive if you take it one day at a time. And you've got to believe that if you keep on trying, you'll spread your wings. There'll be no denying. Even in dark days when the world is crying, if we are strong, the sun will start shining. If you never take no. Or what's done is done, and you stand up and be counted, because there is a power in one. And you can't buy the kingdom where freedom is found. So never lay down. Because love is a palace, and you wear the crown. You know, I don't get to spend enough time with you, but this will have to do. Did I tell you I love you? Well, I love you. So, from Sara Slean, the Small Glories, Alex and Tamin, Cynthia Dale, yours truly, thanks for the giving. Keep your chin up. Don't forget, you'll miss the sky. You won't see the blue sky. Here's a sneak peek for next week.
Baby, I'm angry. Baby, I'm scared. We're living in a dark time, and nobody cares. Baby, I'm tired, and life isn't fair. I'm the only one who will always be there. Hold on to me, say you'll always love me. Tell me anything you want. Hold on to me, say you'll never leave me. Promise that you will hold on.
Help yourself by helping others. Is there a hero in this crisis? Yes, there's kindness. Is there strength in the weak? Yes, there's laughter. Is there warmth in a sad song? Yes, there is always the dance.